Most people still believe that protecting their eyesight is mostly about eating carrots. That idea has been repeated for so long that it feels like a fact. But as vision starts to change with age, many people realize that this advice barely scratches the surface. After 60, the real problem is not simply a lack of one vitamin. The eyes begin dealing with more stress, more inflammation, weaker circulation, and slower repair. And that changes what really matters. Some foods support vision in a much more complete way. Not because they magically fix the eyes overnight, but because they provide nutrients that help protect the parts of the eye that tend to weaken with age. Among the most overlooked of all are seeds. Small, simple, easy to ignore, yet packed with compounds that can support eye health in ways most people never hear about. Food. 1. Flax seeds. Flax seeds are one of the most important starting points when it comes to protecting your vision as you age. Not because they act directly on one single eye problem, but because they help reduce something that makes almost all eye issues worse: chronic inflammation. Inside your body, inflammation works like a constant low-level irritation. Over time, it damages tissues, including the delicate structures in your eyes. This affects the retina, the lens, and even the fluid balance inside the eye. Flax seeds are rich in omega-3 fatty acids. These are healthy fats that your body uses to calm down this inflammatory process. Think of them as a way to help your body cool off internally, reducing ongoing damage little by little. There's also another important detail. These same fats are part of the structure of the retina itself. Your eyes rely on flexible, healthy cell membranes to respond properly to light. When these fats are lacking, vision can become less sharp and slower to adjust, especially in low-light environments. Flax seeds can also help with a very common issue after 60, dry eyes. They support the natural oil layer of your tears, helping keep the eyes comfortable and properly lubricated throughout the day. A simple way to use them is to consume about 2 tablespoons daily. The key is to use them ground, not whole, so your body can actually absorb the nutrients. If you start here, you're already addressing one of the biggest hidden factors behind age-related vision decline. If this kind of content is helping you understand your health better, consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel. It really helps us keep bringing more clear and practical information like this. And once inflammation is under control, the next step is protecting another very sensitive part of your eye: the lens. Food. 2. Sunflower seeds. Now that inflammation is more controlled, the next step is protecting the part of your eye that deals with light all day long: the lens. The lens is responsible for focusing what you see, but over time, it becomes more vulnerable to damage caused by light exposure and oxidation. This is one of the main reasons why vision can become cloudy with age. Sunflower seeds stand out here because they are rich in vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant. Antioxidants help protect your cells from damage caused by what we call free radicals, unstable molecules that gradually wear down tissues. In simple terms, every time light enters your eyes, it creates a small amount of stress inside the lens. Over the years, this damage accumulates. Without enough protection, the lens can lose its clarity. Vitamin E works like a shield. It helps protect the fats and proteins inside the lens from breaking down. This slows the process that can lead to that foggy or blurred vision many people notice later in life. Sunflower seeds also provide small amounts of minerals that support this protection system, helping your body maintain a stronger defense against daily wear and tear. Adding a small portion, about a handful per day, can already make a difference over time, especially when consumed regularly. And while protecting the lens is essential, clear vision also depends on something just as important: proper blood flow inside the eyes. Food 3. Chia seeds. At this point, we've reduced inflammation and started protecting the lens. Now we move to something many people never think about when it comes to vision: blood flow. Your eyes depend on tiny blood vessels to deliver oxygen and nutrients. These vessels are extremely small, and over time, circulation can become less efficient, especially after 60. When blood flow slows down, the cells in your eyes don't get what they need to function properly. This can gradually affect clarity, sensitivity to light, and overall visual sharpness. Chia seeds help here in a very simple but powerful way. They support healthier blood flow. They are rich in omega-3 fats, which help the blood move more smoothly through those tiny vessels. Think of it as improving the fluidity of your circulation, making it easier for nutrients to reach the most delicate parts of your eyes. Chia seeds also help stabilize blood sugar levels. This is important because frequent spikes in blood sugar can damage small blood vessels over time, including those in the eyes. By slowing down how quickly sugar enters the bloodstream, chia seeds help reduce this kind of damage, protecting both the vessels and the tissues they support. A practical way to use them is to consume about 2 tablespoons per day. You can mix them into yogurt, smoothies, or simply soak them in water before eating. With better circulation, your eyes receive more support from within. And that leads us to the next step: protecting the optic nerve and managing internal eye pressure. Food. 4. Pumpkin seeds. With better circulation in place, the next focus is something even more serious: protecting the optic nerve and helping regulate pressure inside the eyes. As we age, the internal pressure of the eye can slowly increase. When this happens, it starts putting stress on the optic nerve, the structure responsible for sending visual information to the brain. If this pressure and stress continue over time, it can damage the nerve. And unlike other tissues, nerve damage is very difficult to reverse. Pumpkin seeds are especially helpful here because they are rich in magnesium and zinc, 2 minerals that play an important role in this process. Magnesium helps relax blood vessels and supports better flow to the optic nerve. It also helps the eye manage fluid more efficiently, which can support healthier pressure levels. Zinc, on the other hand, is essential for maintaining the function of the retina and helping your eyes adapt to changes in light. Low levels of zinc are often linked to poorer night vision and slower visual response. Together, these nutrients support both protection and function, helping your eyes not only avoid damage, but also perform better day to day. A small handful of pumpkin seeds daily is enough to start supporting these processes over time. And while protecting the structures of the eye is essential, there is one final piece that most people completely overlook: how your brain processes what your eyes see. Food. 5. Hemp seeds. Up to this point, we've focused on the eyes themselves. But vision doesn't end there. What you see is not just created in your eyes, it is processed in your brain. And this connection between the eyes and the brain becomes less efficient with age. Even if your eyes are still working reasonably well, the signals they send can become weaker, slower, or less clear. That's why some people feel like their vision isn't as sharp as it used to be, even when exams don't show major problems. Hemp seeds help support this connection. They contain healthy fats and high-quality proteins that are important for your nervous system. These nutrients help maintain the structure and function of the cells responsible for transmitting visual information. In simple terms, they help your brain read what your eyes are seeing more efficiently. Hemp seeds also support the balance of inflammation in the nervous system. This is important because long-term inflammation can affect how well these signals are transmitted. Another benefit is that they provide building blocks your body uses to produce neurotransmitters, the chemical messengers involved in communication between cells. A practical way to include them is about 3 tablespoons per day. They have a mild flavor and can be added easily to meals without changing the taste too much. When you support both the eyes and the brain, vision becomes more complete, not just clearer, but more stable and responsive. Most people grow up believing that eye health depends on one single food or one single vitamin. But as you've seen, vision is much more complex than that. Your eyes depend on multiple systems working together: protection against damage, good circulation, balanced pressure, and efficient communication with the brain. And what makes the difference over time is not one miracle food, but consistent support across all of these areas. These 5 seeds are simple, accessible, and easy to include in your routine. When used regularly, they help give your eyes the nutrients they need to stay stronger as you age. The key is consistency. Small daily habits tend to create the biggest long-term results. Now I'm curious, what was the idea that surprised you the most? If this kind of content makes sense to you, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel.